Hi, Gene Burnett from GeneBurnett.com. One of my YouTube friends asked me if I would make a video on Tai Chi and things like diet, weight control, blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, that kind of stuff. I'm not obviously a doctor or an expert on those kind of things, but I would like to just pass on some observations and some experience that I've had regarding Tai Chi practice and those various conditions and issues. I think one of the best things that we do in Tai Chi is simply to align the skeleton so that it is in a harmonious-ish relationship with gravity. Gravity is the first pressure you feel in your life, and it's the last pressure. It's the one that takes us all down. If you align yourself with gravity and allow gravity, or sometimes, as I like to say, shepherd gravity through your body so that it flows naturally and relatively harmoniously through your body and down into the feet and into the ground, you create less barriers and blockages and tense places where, in a sense, gravity gets stuck or where tension gets stuck. By aligning the body with gravity, the way it's adapted to deal with gravity, the way the body is built, you take pressure off the individual hot spots in the body, namely like the neck and shoulders, the low back, the knees, all those kind of things. And so doing that is one thing, but allowing some space to come into the joints at the same time, like a slight sense of suspension or lifting or opening in the joints, so they're not slack and limp and they're not tense and held. They're kind of in between. That suspended, loose, ready feeling. That to me is the Tai Chi body. It has aligned bones. It has strong but relaxed, ready to move muscles. It has loose, suspended joints, relatively open heart, relatively free mind, connection to the breath. You're neutral and you're just kind of ready for what comes next. With that space in the joints, you're allowing your nervous system, which is basically the communication network in your body. Has got so much to do with the nervous system. I mean, nerves connect from your brain through your entire body, bringing information in about everything, including blood pressure, blood sugar, all those kinds of things. The more your body's compressed, like my computer is here, so if I'm sitting here like this, looking at my computer, neck compressed, back compressed, all that stuff, then I'm just simply not allowing the information highway inside my own body to fully circulate and be alive. I think your body knows what to do with all kinds of waste products and toxins and environmental insults. The body knows what to do, but you have to let it perform its functions. You have to let the bloodstream and the breathing and all the cleansing mechanisms of the body operate. And one of the best things you can do is align your bones with gravity, and then float the joints a little bit so you have that loose feeling in the joints. I see a lot of people exercising in the park. I teach in the park every day, and a lot of them look great, and they can tell that they have attention to form. But a lot of them don't. They just have the idea that running is good for your weight, so they've made a campaign to lose weight, and they just start running out there. And we've all seen folks running with bad posture, and we just think, well, on the one hand, good for you, you're out there doing it, but bad for you, you're gonna mess your knees up, and if you've got emotional issues with food, you're probably going to drown your troubles in cheesecake once you're injured, and you're just going to get even heavier and further from your goals. So I think it's really important to have good posture and good alignment, attention to form. Most good exercise coaches will say form first, then reps, how hard, how forceful, all that other stuff. If you've got a physical coach of some kind who's just rah-rah, go for it, whether you have good form or not, then I think they're not doing you any favors, because you're just going to get injured, and it's going to bring you down. So alignment first. I always tell people, like, if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 pounds heavier than you want to be or more, boy, it seems like a big uphill road. And it is. But instead of seeing it as a goal to lose X number of pounds, or to get into a bikini or the football uniform you wore in high school, or whatever the hell it is, instead of seeing it as a short-term goal like that, now the Tai Chi way of doing it is to see this as a lifestyle choice, as like a change that you're going to make forever. You know, like your good diet isn't just for this summer, it's indefinitely. This is the way you live now. So Tai Chi practice is like that too. You know, you don't say, well, I'm going to relax for the next few months so that I can be relaxed at some meeting, but after that I'm going to let it go. No, you decide that, or at least I decide, that my Tai Chi practice, the guiding principles of balance and harmony with nature inside and out, all the principles that involve everything from just how you stand and breathe to how you move, and perhaps even how you fight, all these things are going to become a way of life. This is just this is just what you do now. If that's the case, taking the first year of the rest of your life and working on posture and working on alignment before you up the caloric burn, to do things like walking and swimming, or running, or CrossFit, or whatever, before you up the caloric burn and put more intensity, more gravity into your body, more pressure, before you do that, spend a year doing yoga, spend a year doing Tai Chi, spend a year with a posture specialist. There's loads of posture disciplines out there too, but spend a year with that. Maybe do some walking, a little more walking than you normally would. Maybe take one item that you eat on the daily basis that is not so healthy, and just move that to the occasional instead of the daily. Like cheese, for instance, don't eat cheese every day. Eat cheese every third day, and then walk around the block a little more often. But mostly focus on your posture. Alignment and posture first. At least that's the way I teach Tai Chi. Posture first, then relaxation, then soften the joints, then float the joints, then breathing, then looking at what is the point or the purpose or intent of this movement. If you build it up that way, I think it's much healthier than trying to dive in and do it all at once. And you're less likely to hurt yourself, and less likely to quit, and or have to quit, and maybe get even heavier. So with regard to weight control, first and foremost posture, and as the posture feels good, I recommend finding something that's vigorous, that gets your heart going, that burns some calories, that you enjoy doing, that you will be a pleasure for you to do. Find something like that, and then do it regularly. Also, a key to weight loss, as far as I can understand it, it's not just the amount of calories that you burn while you're exercising and the amount of calories that you eat coming in. What you want to do is you want to change the percentage of your body that's muscle, lean muscle mass. You want to increase that percentage and lower the percentage that's fat. If you get to a certain point, as the fat goes down and the muscle goes up, you'll suddenly reach a threshold where you're going to be burning calories long after your exercise. Even when you're sleeping, your muscles need to they burn energy, they burn calories just to exist. So what you want to do is apparently your sort of base metabolic rate that involves just the upkeep of your body is something like 60% of the calories that you burn, and I think, maybe 10 or 20% is heat, and another 20 or 30% is exercise. So exercise doesn't count that much for the calories that you burn, but exercise can increase your lean muscle mass, and that will increase your basic metabolic burn rate that will burn calories as just a way of life. So don't think of exercise as just how many calories you burn, but that you're actually building muscle mass. I started doing strength training in my own personal way, some of it including Tai Chi exercises, about 3 years ago I really started going for it, and it's been great. I've really enjoyed it, and being 62 now, it's not easy for me to add muscle mass. I can get stronger. That comes just like it always did in my life. But to build muscle, to add muscle, it's more difficult. It's slower. But again, you're going to do this, or I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. So what if it's slow? I'm going to get 5 years older anyway. Why not get 5 years older and add a little bit of muscle to my body? So good posture and good alignment. Attend to that first, then add more pressure on your body, more pressure in the form of weight, lifting weight, moving your body weight, push-ups, pull-ups, running, tennis, something that appeals to you, and attend to that posture a bit while you're doing that. Do it mindfully. You can make any physical activity a practice as long as you're studying it with the intent of improving it and doing what you can to get out of your own way, to make it more natural, to make it more smooth. You're looking to improve it. Riding a stationary bike while you're watching television is much better than just watching television, but it's not really a practice. It's a practice if you're coordinating your breath to your movements, looking to improve your flow, looking to improve your posture or the rate that you go, or your ability to maintain a higher heart rate, all those kind of things. If it's a practice, it involves mindful self-study. So I recommend those kind of exercises too, because they affect you on more than one level. But I think the key to weight control, the key to working with your diet, the key to working with blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, all these things really boils down to listening and feeling into what feels right in your body, what feels most deeply right to do or to eat or to how to move and what to do. There are parts of you inside you that know and understand what's best for you. You can listen to your body and feel what those things are, but it's a hell of a lot easier to listen to a body that's not in pain. So I would recommend posture first, and then some relaxation and flow, then kind of loosen the joints a little bit and think about the intent of what your whole body's doing. And then start adding some pressure, add some weight, add some more activity, and have it just become a part of your life that you move. I decided years ago that I was going to make my default being movement and my rest be not moving, instead of kind of thinking, oh, my default is to sit here, and I've got to get up, and I'm going to get up, I have to get up, but I'm heading back towards my default, which is to be sitting. And I made it the other way around. My default is to be moving, and when I rest or when I need to sit in order to write or do something that involves sitting, then I'll sit. So I've been a lot more active since I've done that. And also just having daily fitness targets, like I just try to do 50 push-ups every day. Don't always get it, but I try. 10 pull-ups a day, minimum target, just the minimum amount. I often surpass them, but having something, having that kind of mindset that this is something I'm just going to do with my life, I think is much better than a short campaign where you're just going to, do something for 6 months or 6 weeks or whatever. So attend to your posture, attend to your breathing, listen to your body. Don't do what feels wrong. Do what feels right and feels good. And I think your body can go a long way towards stabilizing your own blood sugar and your own cholesterol level and your own blood pressure level and your own weight level. If you attend to these things and listen to it and make being a moving, living person, living the adventure of life wholeheartedly and whole-bodiedly in your body is, that's a good thing. I don't think our ancestors were worried too much about a lot of these things because they were too busy living. So that's my take on how to do these kind of things. There's a lot of evidence that Tai Chi is good for all this stuff. If you want to dive into that, just search evidence Tai Chi lower blood pressure, and you'll find all kinds of stuff about that. Softening and relaxing the tension in the body is a great thing, but posture first. Relaxation without good posture is not good for you. Good posture, then relax, much better. So I think my main message here is work on your posture and let that support the core of it, build from there, and exercise from there. So that's some of my take on those things. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this kind of thing, you can subscribe to my video, or you can even make a donation to my PayPal link down below. Donations are totally optional and are much, much appreciated, as are comments and feedback. I'm not trying to be rich with these things, just trying to be helpful. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it.